When is my dog ready to start hunting is a hard question to answer because it depends on a lot of different things. So I'm just gonna say right up front, this is my experience. This is for tree dogs, particularly squirrel hunting. Brings its own set of circumstances to the table and its own determining factors on when I think a dog is ready to hunt. What I'm about to show you are 4 things I look for when a dog is ready to hunt. And I'll just be honest, I have never seen these qualities all come together in a dog younger than about 10 months old. The first behavior on my list is the appearance of self-confidence in the dog. What do I mean by self-confidence? When they're young and they're puppies, their usual reaction to new places and new things is usually from a position of fear. When they start building some self-confidence, that goes away. So when you come to maybe a new place to go for a woods walk, to build that confidence, they no longer stick to your feet. You start seeing them wanting to go. They don't get out of the car and act timid. They stand erect, they start studying, they start scanning. That to me is demonstrating a little bit of self-confidence, which will usually lead you quickly right into number 2, which is they want to start ranging out. You know, when a dog is mentally immature, it usually stays close to me by my feet. It might get a wild hair, a wild spastic burst of puppy energy, and it may run off out of sight for a little bit, but it's usually pretty quick to come back. When you start noticing your dog spending longer amounts of time away from you at further distances, and that maintains itself, it's not just once or twice, it turns into the new constant, that means your dog is ranging out, he's probably out trying to hunt, and that it's probably time to start hunting your dog. When your dog does start ranging out like that, I like to start watching them and paying attention for how they react to tracks. And what I'm looking for is the third thing here, which is drive. Drive starts to show itself. What do I mean by drive? I mean, whenever they're young and they're pups, maybe they strike a track and they're following it curiously, but they lose focus on it real fast. They maybe only follow it for a few seconds, and then maybe they see a bird and they chase a bird. Or they see a squirrel, they chase a squirrel up a tree, they sniff the bottom of the tree for a little bit, and then they lose interest in it. Drive, to me, is looking for a reward. It's that puppy energy turning into purpose in their tracks. So maybe the dog sees a squirrel and chases it, and then once he chases it and loses sight of it, he stops and he's working that track. And you can see the dog thinking through the track. You can see him circling back around and trying to pick up and trying to figure out where that squirrel went. That is drive. He's working toward a goal. That's showing intelligence. That's showing that that dog is ready to start hunting. And last, what I want is some physical size to the dog. You are sending them out into wild places full of wild animals, and it's dangerous. I don't want all that potential to be ruined with one bad encounter with a coyote or a big boar raccoon. They run into something that works them over hard because wild animals don't care. I want them to have a little durability. That comes with a little bit of size. So in summary, y'all, whenever you start seeing a little bit of self-confidence show up in your dog, a desire to range out, some drive showing up and their willingness to stick through a track, and a little bit of physical maturity, it's probably time to start thinking about hunting your dog. Your dog is probably ready. That said, be careful and be patient and don't rush into it. You can absolutely ruin all your hard work and all your progress by wanting to hunt a dog too quickly before it's mentally and physically mature enough to handle all the dangers and responsibilities that come with it. Well, I hope you found that information useful. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. Also, I have started a public Facebook group called Squirrel Dog Training. It's a great place for you to get a hold of me a lot easier, post questions, or just anything you'd like to see covered.